While Thanksgiving isn't technically a religious holiday, the feast and its meaning share a deep connection with the Catholic faith. The term Eucharist is derived from the Greek word Eucharistein, which actually means thanksgiving. That Greek word can be found in the New Testament, referring to a Jewish blessing often during a meal proclaiming God's work of creation, redemption, and sanctification. And here to reflect more on the meaning of Thanksgiving is Father Leo Patalinghug, Catholic priest, author, speaker, award-winning chef, and host of Savoring Our Faith right here on EWTN. Father Leo, great to have you back. As we approach the holiday, let's talk more about Thanksgiving and this connection to the Eucharist, the source of our spiritual nourishment.
Well, actually, it happened on December the 8th in the 1500s in the now Diocese of St. Augustine in Florida, where the first Thanksgiving in the United States took place because a Mass was celebrated there. That preceded, obviously, almost 100 years prior to what we now traditionally know as Thanksgiving that happened, say, in the northern part of America. And we just know that for us as Catholics, Thanksgiving happens every time we remember Christ in the Eucharist, which for us is a perpetual giving thanks to God for all the blessings he's given to us.
Father Leo, how would you encourage Catholics to approach this holiday and also, share their faith with those that gather around with them?
Well, it's an interesting time in our nation's history and even our church's experience of faith because there are just so many challenges. But what I always want to remind people is that if we actually count our blessings, they always outweigh more than what the challenges are in our life. And strangely enough, the things that we're grateful for actually give us challenge. And so we always have to take this as not as an emotional celebration, but truly a deeply spiritual one where we're always connecting our life to the cross, where the challenges in our life can actually be blessings if we put those challenges in God's hands. And so we got to approach it spiritually by going to Mass, making sure that we do charity for others, and then always making sure that we invite God to the dinner table because he's not only the premier guest, he actually is our sacred meal in the Eucharist.
Yeah, so important to remember. I want to talk turkey now. When it comes to food, Thanksgiving is kind of like the Super Bowl of meals, I think. So if you don't mind, can you share maybe some of your favorite dishes and maybe what you'll be serving up or eating this year?
Yeah, first of all, I'm serving no drama. So get rid of all of the drama that happens oftentimes in preparing the meal. Keep things simple and make sure that we're providing food that's not going to go to waste. And for me, I always like to make sure that while I'm super big into the turkey, I like to make turkey breast and I wrap them in bacon because it's just much more moist, much more delicious. And I know that always goes quicker than, say, the rest of the turkey itself. But I'm also making sure that I use this time of Thanksgiving, and I'm working with the Missionaries of Charity in Baltimore and the Franciscan Center in Baltimore, and we're also going to be distributing a lot of food to the homeless in the area.
That is so nice. Speaking of that, talk to us about your food truck. What's the latest there?
Well, the latest is that we finally got it out of the shop. It's such a challenging thing to have a restaurant on wheels. We're having always constant difficulty with finding the right employees. But during the months of December through March, we actually, while we don't have a lot of food truck events, we actually donate our time and all of our resources to feed the homeless in the area, especially hot meals in the winter months. And so that's why we're actually doing a little bit of a drive to raise some money so that we can do our charitable work. People can simply go to platinggrace.com, learn all about it, and hopefully support us with some donations so that we can do the good work of feeding people.
Yeah, you do amazing work there. We probably have about 30 seconds left or so, maybe give or take. But before I let you go, any quick and easy side dishes or desserts that you can suggest if someone maybe has to bring something to a Thanksgiving dinner that someone is hosting? Just asking for a friend here, Father Leo.
Well, fresh fruit is always a very welcome dish, especially when the food is so heavy. And I just simply recommend taking a lot of cut fresh fruit and combining it with some lemon, some mint, and some sugar, and letting the fruit marinate in that, and then just serve it with a little bit of whipped cream. You can't go wrong with that.
I love it. It sounds so delicious. I'll keep that in mind. Father Leo, great to be with you. Thank you so much, and God bless you, and have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
And same to you. God bless all.